What's up, y'all? This is Daniel with Pride of the Southland Kennels. Welcome to episode 2 of American Bulldog TV. Today we're going to go over the difference between the American Pit Bull Terrier and the American Bulldog. Like I said in my last video, if you like what you hear and you like what you see, please subscribe, give me a like, thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and leave me a comment. The more interaction and activity that we have on these videos, the more people that they will potentially reach. That's how the YouTube algorithm works. So if you want to support the channel, that would be a great way for y'all to support it. We put the last video out about 24 hours ago and I've had a lot of feedback on that. So I thank y'all for interacting and engaging in conversation over that video. So a lot of y'all might be thinking, why is an American Bulldog breeder making a video and talking about pit bulls? But like I said in my last video, if you're going to discuss the American Bulldog, I feel like you have to discuss the American Pit Bull Terrier. There's still a lot of people out there that don't know the difference in these dogs, even though to me there's a huge difference in them. There are some similarities, but there's more differences that separate these two breeds, and they shouldn't even be considered the same breed. Unfortunately, if you live in a state like mine and you got a lot of morons in office that have power, they will lump other breeds under the umbrella term of pit bull. In my state, they've introduced bills in the past to try to put a statewide ban on pit bulls. Under that ban, they had the American Pit Bull Terrier, which is the one and only true pit bull in my opinion. And then you have the American Staffordshire Terrier, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier, and the American Bulldog. So here is a picture of a true ADBA, American Dog Breeders Association, American Pit Bull Terrier, which should be the only breed to be called the pit bull. And here's a picture of it. Okay, now y'all seen a picture of what I would consider and most would consider a true American Pit Bull Terrier. Now I'm going to show you a picture of my dog, Monroe. She is a Scotch/standard type American Bulldog, and here's a picture of her. Alright, so now that y'all have seen both pictures, you may be saying, well, they do share similar looks and things like that. And in pictures, I would agree with you. Yes, they do. But now I'm going to break it down to you, their standards. Their standards for their respective kennel club or dog breeding association is what the ideal dog should be. Now the standards break it down more than just height and weight. There's all kinds of other things that they're looking for, but just for video purposes, I'm going to break down the physical characteristics of the dog, meaning their height and their weight, because that's the first thing you notice when you see a dog is what does that dog look like. So for the ADBA standard, which is the American Dog Breeders Association, which to me, again, is the only registry that you're going to get a true American Pit Bull Terrier from in its purest form. Their standard, they have a weight standard. It doesn't specify male or female, it just gives an overall weight, and that weight is 30 to 75 pounds. Now, think about that, all you people that are watching this video that have always thought that a pit bull is a 100-pound dog with this huge head, muscled up and just jacked up, ready to attack and kill anything that's in its way, man or animal. Think about that. 30 pounds. That's a small dog. 75 pounds is what ADBA has stretched their standard out to. I don't think it used to be quite that high when I was dealing with them. I could be wrong, but in my experience from owning these dogs in the past and knowing people that own them or have owned them and still own them, 75 pounds is a very large pit bull. I think it's even been said that some dogs have weighed a little bit more than that have been considered true American Pit Bull Terriers. But you got 30 to 75 pounds. Now the ADBA didn't, on their website, it didn't say a standard for the height. It did say it was proportionate to the weight of the dog, but what you want in a pit bull is a square top dog, meaning the length of the dog from its shoulders to its rear would be proportionate to the height of the dog. But I did find an ADBA standard on Google that said males should range between 18 and 19 inches tall and females should range 17 to 18 inches tall. Now that's measured at the withers. That's the highest point of the shoulders, the lowest point of the neck. So 17 to 19 inches for the breed, total male and female, 30 to 75 pounds for the weight. So let that sink in, because now I'm about to give you the standard for the NKC American Bulldog, which again, in my opinion, is where you're going to get the purest form of the American Bulldog. Now the NKC has two standards, which I don't necessarily agree with. They have the standard type and the bully type, which I mentioned in my first video. I own standards. I think the two should be separated. That'll be a conversation for another video, but they do have two standards. So for the standard type, you have a height of 23 to 27 inches tall for males, 21 to 25 inches tall for females. The weight for the standard type male would be 75 to 115 pounds. For the female, the weight would be 60 to 85 pounds for the standard type female. And before we get into the comparison, I'm going to give y'all the standard for the bully type NKC American Bulldog. It's going to be a little bit taller and a little bit heavier. Like I said, that's not always the case, though. You can see in these standards that there's potential for some standard dogs to be heavier and taller than bully dogs, which makes the breed even more confusing. So for the NKC bully type standard, you got a height of 23 to 27 inches tall for males, 80 to 125 pounds for the weight. For the bully type females, you have 22 to 26 inches tall for the females, and 60 to 105 pounds for the weight for the bully type female. So if you want to, go from one end of the spectrum to the other, you got a 30-pound dog that's 17 inches tall on the pit bull APBT side, to the maximum height of 27 inches tall and 125 pounds for the American Bulldog. That's 95-pound difference. So y'all tell me those are the same dogs. They're not. So please, people, quit confusing the two. No, educate yourself. I've been down this road myself before I started out with American Pit Bull Terriers when I was 17 years old. I've been around dogs for going on 16 years of owning them and raising them myself, and I've had to do a lot of reading and educating myself, because if you listen to Joe Schmo over here on the assembly line at work or wherever you work at, and you listen to him tell it, then pit bulls are 150-pound dogs. Another poor, let's see, what's the word I'm looking for here? Another poor excuse, I guess I could say, for someone labeling their dogs as pit bulls is the guy at Dark Dynasty Canines. I believe that's his name, DDK Kennels. He's got that dog Hulk that claims that that's a pit bull. So when you got people out there, pushing that out there, and everybody's seeing it that's uneducated, they think that's what a pit bull is, but that is not what a pit bull is. I think that dog weighs 185 pounds. Anybody that knows dogs, you don't have to own, to me, you don't have to own dogs. I've always just researched different types of bully type breeds, I guess you could say. And I would say, by looking at that dog, Hulk, he's a red dog. He's definitely got Dog de Bordeaux in him, which is a French Mastiff dog. If he ain't got that in him, then I don't know what he would have. He would probably have some Bull Mastiff. I'm sure there's some American Bully guys out here that would be able to explain more on that. But just by looking at the dog right off the bat, I would say French Mastiff, Dog de Bordeaux is one of his breeds that he has in it. Another difference in these two dogs, the Pit Bull and the American Bulldog, is their origins. They both do come from England, the UK, and that area, because they both do have English Bulldog in them. Now, I'm not talking about the modern day English Bulldog. I'm talking about the original English Bulldog that they had over there in England. So there's some confusion and controversy and theories about this, but a lot of people believe that the American Bulldog is the purest form of the original English Bulldog that was brought over here by the settlers in the 17th century. On the other hand, you got the pit bull people that some of them believe that that's the purest form of the original English Bulldog. However, it is openly known, and it's a theory that I believe, and I believe most American Pit Bull Terrier owners and breeders believe in as well, as that was crossed. The English Bulldog was crossed with the English Terrier, probably various types of terriers, but it is definitely a bull and terrier dog, whereas the American Bulldog, on the other hand, belongs to the Molosser group, which is a Mastiff type dog. And then you have the American Pit Bull Terrier, obviously belongs to the terrier group. So there's really a large difference in these breeds. A lot of uneducated people out there, but that's alright. If you're watching this video, then you're one of those people that probably want to educate yourself. So like I said in the first video, this video was very vague and basic, but to get where we need to be, this was a topic that needed to be discussed. The next video, I believe we're going to talk about why the American Bulldog types look different. Why the Johnson looks the way it looks, why the Scott type looks the way it looks, or why the Bully looks the way it looks and the Standard looks the way that it looks. So thank y'all for tuning in. Try to put out one video a week of this series. Like I said at the beginning of the video, subscribe if you like what you hear and see. Hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Thank y'all for watching.